Previously, we followed the inspiring Warrington Wolves Physical Disability Rugby League team, which focused on the players' stories, their trip to Australia last year, and how they want the sport to encourage people to be involved in PDRL and the future of the game. Now we follow the Warrington Wolves' brand new and fresh wheelchair rugby league team, following their journey from day one, how they aim to compete in the development leagues and try to achieve Challenge Up glory against the Leeds Rhinos.
My name's Neil Kelly, I'm Warrington Wolves Foundation Director, and I lead the Foundation team, which is the charitable arm of the Warrington Wolves Rugby Club. My role as Foundation Director, I lead a very passionate team of sports, health and education projects, and we deliver to our community, to have a changing impact on people's lives. So we've got a fantastic disability programme here at Warrington Wolves.
My name is Craig Thomason and I'm Disability Development Manager at the Warrington Wolves Foundation. So I manage the entire disability programme at the Wolves Foundation, so that's people with learning disabilities, physical disabilities, wheelchair users, so we go into schools, we deliver community sessions, we have sports teams and youth clubs.
So name's Will Maudsley and I'm the head coach of the Warrington Wolves Wheelchair Rugby League team. So it involves training the team, getting the team to matches. One of the most difficult bits for me, maintaining the kit, so like wheelchairs and things like that.
The Warrington Wolves Wheelchair Rugby League is a new team that we've set up recently.
So we're a bit slow off the mark, I suppose, because it has been going, a number of years within, rugby league. It has been formed, for a number of times. We actually bought in a grant from Sport England, who helped supply a number of chairs for us, and then we actually built it into our disability programme. So we've got a fantastic disability programme here at Warrington Wolves. Wheelchair Rugby League is a little bit different. You don't have to be wheelchair bound to play the game. You can actually get it as an able-bodied person. So it kind of expands that kind of, community feel where, at the moment our team has a dad and a lad playing in it. So his dad is wheelchair bound, but his son can play with his dad at Wheelchair Rugby League. So, fantastic, some real fantastic, inspiring stories. We are really glad to be part, this year of, the championship of Wheelchair Rugby League.
The idea is to get people who otherwise aren't able to play the running game to be able to play rugby league and play the game that they want to play, that they've watched, that they love. Being able to play amongst other people with either physical disabilities or anybody without a disability can play and sit themselves in a chair and it's a level playing field.
Also, the hits still go in, and it's done with tags. So there's a set of tags on the rugby shirts and that's how they make a tackle, but that still doesn't mean that the collision doesn't happen.
Being a new concept in the training sessions at the moment, we're looking at a lot of being able to use the wheelchairs properly, being able to move different directions. The biggest challenge that we've found for our players is that being able to move a wheelchair, we can do it, but actually having to think about where you are in relation to the ball, because obviously the ball can only go backwards, being able to time that sort of movement, that has been a really big challenge for the players.
I think it's really important. We've got quite a few ex-soldiers that are involved, so again, not necessarily just the rugby aspect, it's everything else from it. The team and being involved in that environment.
Our values run straight the way through this rugby club, and also the values of rugby league. It's about respect, responsibility, trust and honesty.
That we try and apply into everything that we do, no matter what aspects of our work. You've got to have trust in your coaches to do the right thing. Responsibility is that we're taking responsibility for our own actions, we're not leaving it to other people. Respect, it's so key in sport. And then there's honesty, and it's being honest with each other if somebody's not ready or if something's not been done to your best of ability.
And they run right the way through Rugby League, and the whole part of that is it's all inclusive, so we want everybody to be involved in that. But it's just fantastic to have, you know, wheelchair as part of our programme.
Like I say, we're quite a new team, so we've only got 6 weeks worth of people in the team, but we've already got a few characters. Team captain is Adrian Derbyshire.
He's like gone like this full hammer and tongue, and you know, fantastic that he's got involved. So he is wheelchair, you know, he's an ex-Paralympic, you know, sports person from Warrington, and he's embraced, you know, wheelchair rugby league and just wants to play for Warrington Wolves.
My name's Adrian Derbyshire. I'm the team captain and ambassador for the Warrington Wolves Foundation. I was a former Great Britain athlete, 2 gold, 3 silver. I was Great Britain's #1 in sport, wheelchair fencing. I'm the ambassador for the Warrington Wolves Foundation and have been for many, many years now. And I've been saying to Neil Kelly, who's the foundation CEO, about having a wheelchair rugby team, because I know other Super League teams have them. So it's been about 3 years in the process of me mithering Neil Kelly, and it's absolutely fantastic to be finally here. And I think we're 7 weeks into the training, so it's going amazingly well. Sport saved my life. I had a brain hemorrhage 10 years ago. I just went to bed, woke up in hospital 3 days later after being in a coma, and there was no symptoms, nothing. I was just perfectly fit and healthy, and they gave me 5 days to live. And so I had to say goodbye to my children and my family, my friends, and not knowing, you know, when I was going to bed that night if I was going to wake up. And so what sport gave to me was a new life in a way, so I could get out, meet new people. Newly disabled, I had no clue about disability whatsoever or what it is to be a wheelchair user, and so wheelchair sport did save my life. It gave me a purpose again, and it's great to be, you know, putting on this jersey, and because that means a lot. It was the same as putting on a Great Britain jersey. Not many people can do that, and I feel I'm very proud and very honoured to put this on and to have the Wolf, you know, and presenting my hometown as well.
My name's Alan Izzard. I don't think we have positions within the squad at the moment, but I'm part of the Warrington Wolves Wheelchair Rugby League squad. I'm an ex-forces personnel, so I served 15 years in the forces, travelled around the world quite a bit, and I've had an interesting, colourful career, shall we say. In 2016, I had a cord equina. I was hundredths of millimetres away from severing my spinal cord at my L4 and L5 region, which is just above the waistline. And subsequently, that has damaged quite a lot of the nerves in my lower back and my right leg as well. So the wheelchair is more of a necessity now. Challenging part of rugby league for me. Getting used to being in a wheelchair is a bit of a challenge.
The most challenging part for myself in wheelchair rugby league is that I push myself maybe a little bit too much. I have an inoperable brain tumour, and sometimes I need to rest, and so sometimes I put myself under too much pressure because I'm club captain and I want to lead the team in a positive manner and also give them my experience as well of what it's like to actually become an elite athlete.
I train specifically how I want to play. That's fast and hard and with the same ethos. Wheelchair rugby league is exactly like everyday normal rugby league. It's fast, it's exciting, and that's how I want to portray it. Just because I'm in a wheelchair doesn't matter to me. If I end up getting knocked out of my chair by getting hit at a slight angle, or I overstretch and come out of it, to me, that's all part of the game.
Every week I end up on the floor!
Hang on a minute! Oh, come on! So it's about working hard, it's about camaraderie, working together, This is not an individual sport. We're a team, and so it's about communication, and it's wonderful to be part of a squad. I competed in an individual sport, which was very, very different for Great Britain. So competing as a team, the ethos is all about teamwork and being there for one another.
So this season, Warrington Wolves Wheelchair Rugby League team is just to get up and going.
It's to have as many people training as possible per week, and to start moving into Development League. So Development League is playing other new teams, just to get some games and some experience under our belts. You know, there's lots of players who've never played any sort of wheelchair sport before, really. A lot of people who've maybe played wheelchair sport but never played wheelchair rugby league. So this year is all about us being able to get some experience, get some game time under our belts.
Yeah, let's get more people having a go, knowing what it's about. I know the people who are in it at the moment are very, very competitive and they'll want to win. But this is our first season. This is about awareness. This is about putting us on the map that we're serious about, playing the sport and actually getting more people involved in it. And there'll be a good marketing campaign for our first game. So hopefully, we can recreate what we did with the physical disability rugby league.
As we're still in the development stage of it, we're still developing the core skills within the squad. Passing, attacking, defence. We are currently in training for our very first competitive game, which is in the Challenge Cup. That's in a couple of weeks' time.
It's teamwork, it's being there for one another, and those are the main core goals that we have, and that's what Warrington Wolves is all about, and especially the foundation is being there for one another. Doesn't matter what happens, but we are there and we can count on each other and rely on each other.
In 2021 we've got the World Cup coming to the UK, and that is going to be epic. That is going to be a massive, massive thing for wheelchair rugby league in general around the world.
The Warrington Wolves Wheelchair Rugby League for the future. Now we hope to expand more people coming in and playing and having a go at the game. We want to create a little home for ourselves. So we've identified a sports hall within Warrington that we would like to play our home games at, and we want to create a little community there as well, where supporters who come to the Halliwell Jones will come and support the wheelchair team as well. So many inspirational stories across the field of people participating at the moment. It's hard not to have an impact on your community or want to help support them, or actually just to have a go anyway.
The wheelchair rugby league sport is just going from great heights to, it's going to continue and continue and continue to grow. New teams are becoming established, such as ourselves, the Warrington Wolves, and it's just only going to get bigger and better, and that's something that's really inspiring to myself personally, as well as us as a team.
It's opened up a whole world of different things for me to do. Don't think I'd have been able to play rugby league if it wasn't for Warrington Wolves.